Hey guys, I'm Haley J here with Fashion Go. Super excited to show you this incredible collection here from Beast Fashion. But before we dive in, let's talk a little bit about the brand. So Beast Fashion was actually started right here in Los Angeles in 2011. They were inspired by their bold self-expression and the love for versatile styling. So you're gonna see so many different types of looks. There truly is something for everyone and everyone's mood. And something that I love about Beast Fashion is that it represents unapologetic confidence, and they actually got their name to reflect a fierce spirit and strength, which is so cool to me. So let's start right here with these studded sneakers with Beast Fashion. You can see there's different colorways in the front, different kind of options if you want that pop of the copper, if you want that silver tone. And I love the green on the back of this one, really fun blend of colors with the purple. And then this one is gonna be more traditional, the solid all around, but it's gonna come with these super fun sparkly laces, which of course can be interchangeable depending on your mood. And just such a fun take on the classic sneaker, but we have a brooch that's actually removable. Love that part because you can style it up with your actual outfit, or I'd probably just keep it as it is. I think it's such a fun look. And it's just really incorporating this fun, edgy punk rock, but you can make it even more feminine if you pair it with a dress. Lots of room to play here, and it's just truly so bold. So if you still want to be comfortable and have that high top classic sneaker look, but you're like, you know what, I want to make it a little bit more fierce, being unapologetic. Like we were saying before, this is exactly that shoe. Super fun for fashion and great for any time of year. All right, moving right along. Now, if you want to do the same kind of look, but you want it a little bit more casual and toned down, you have your classic shoe right here. Super relaxed, breezy, and it's effortlessly chic. So again, pair this with a fun sundress, pair it with some pants and have it be, you know, more out to lunch kind of look. Really so much room to play. And then these more casual colors, you can trust that it's gonna go with pretty much everything in your closet. And then we're gonna give you just this classic white lace here to blend in and really go with any kind of mood or occasion. Now we're gonna get into this style right here, which is very similar, but you can see that we have that fun checkered pattern. And both of these styles actually have what's called espadrille on the bottom. And it's kind of this woven texture that actually gives it this kind of fun beachy look too. So again, just another occasion that you could wear it to. And I love that we're keeping the classic look. We have just a really simple bottom here. You have your white toe, and then you do have the white laces, but adding that checkered pattern material just for a little flair, a little bit more spice. And then you have your brown and black, and then always be checking Fashion Go to see more colors of the styles that you're loving. Now let's move on. So this shoe right here, I absolutely love. I think it's just a classic, really easy throw on. It's refined, versatile again, that you could spice this up and have it be a little bit more professional. Like if you wanted to wear it truly with the slacks that I have, you can have that office look, or you're just going to lunch, you're keeping it casual. And Beast Fashion does such a good job with going from day to night or any occasion. So maybe you're at work and then you want to grab drinks right after, keep the same shoe. You don't have to put a lot of thought into your look. And these colors are just absolutely perfect as far as just being neutral, going with everything, and just being really effortlessly chic, which I'm a huge fan of that. Always saying that you want your outfit to look like you're putting in a lot more effort than you did, and all of these pieces are gonna do that work for you. Now we're gonna move on to a very similar style, but this is gonna have a little bit of different cut. You can see that this one obviously has the back, and this one is gonna be more open. So this is even easier. You can throw it on. When you think of effortless, this is what this is. So cute. And again, I like kind of pairing this with a trouser pant, something that's a little bit more for the office. And it's just a really great look if you don't want to commit to a heel, but you do want something that looks very put together and just very feminine, easygoing. Again, keeping it chic around here. But this is a great option if you're going to be on your feet all day and you still want to look very put together. And it's just super trendy. These shoes are so cute. We're always seeing all the it girls, the Gigi Hadids, the Kendall Jenners of the world wearing these. And then again, this really neutral tone that's just gonna go with absolutely everything in your closet. All right, let's move on to these shoes, which I am such a fan of, and these have been around for really the test of time. I remember my mom wearing these shoes, and I always thought they were so fun because of that thick heel. And you can just really embrace those retro vibes. It's so fun, it's artsy. I want to talk about the detailing on the front. Everything is perfectly in place. The stitching is there. The time it took to really create these unique pieces, just so beautiful. And the detail is insane. There's actually little studs that are going all the way around the shoe and just really giving you that perfect put together, everything has its place look. And then the colors, once again, are absolutely amazing. Really fun to kind of incorporate this Western feel with it too. And you don't have to commit to the full boot, so obviously we'll get into that in a little bit. But if you want something that's a little bit more easygoing, but still having that fun flair and embracing that Western style, I think this is a really great place to start. And if you just want to branch out a little bit, but you're not sure what your feel is, it's perfect to have that more comfortable starting place and gets you a little bit out of your comfort zone. All right, moving right along, we are going over here. Now I love this pointed heel. I've always been a fan of these shoes, and we're adding even more of a flare because you're gonna have kind of this belted ankle loop, and then you can see that it's just gonna go exactly like a belt would for that strap. Metallic is everything right now. We are seeing this, such a fashion trend showing up, and I think it's just really fun and bold. Again, classic style shoe. I love that you have the elastic right here, so it's gonna really be form-fitting to any ankle length, if your shoe width or your foot width, all of that stuff is just gonna be really comfortable because of the elasticity. And then you can obviously adjust based on your comfortability, your foot size, to make sure it's that perfect fit. I feel like this is your modern Cinderella moment. Again, really great colors. I'm gonna show you this red one right here too, which is just such a fun take on your classic pointed heel to add a little bit of that edge and Beast fashion. Again, we talk about this unapologetic confidence, we talk about boldness, we talk about being bright, and this is all of that and still really professional, where you could wear it to the office. And then if you wanted to cover the top part with long pants and just keep it that classic pointed look, you can do that. But if you want to spice it up and maybe wear capri pants, kind of show the ankles, which I definitely recommend because this is a style that should not be hidden, and I would say the red are definitely a standout piece for me. All right, let's move right along. So we're gonna be going to these standout boots, which when I first saw these, I was like, are you kidding me? These are insane. Talk about the time it took to create something like this, the detail, the colors. When I think of Western and I think of colors, turquoise is everything. If you're watching the Country Music Awards, you were gonna see so many artists that are rocking the turquoise, and you have to incorporate that in the boot. You're gonna have this fringe on the side. The material, you guys, is so solid. It is so sturdy. This toed heel is so decorated with this embroidery. You're gonna have the copper tone here, the stitching all the way along the side, and then you're gonna have the studs going across, mixing back again with the turquoise embroidery, and then it's gonna go all the way up to this sequins design right here. This is just so beautiful. I feel like this is one of those pieces that's almost too pretty to wear because you just wanna make sure you keep it in the best condition, but absolutely love this, and they're built to be durable, so it actually is gonna stay in great condition. You don't have to worry about it, but I know everyone's into the festivals and going to Coachella, going to all of the shows that you could possibly think of, Beyonce concerts. This is just something that is super fun. You have to get your hands on it, and it's really just going to awaken that confidence in you. It's gonna make you feel great, and it's gonna inspire you to maybe go out and do something you wouldn't do. Maybe get out of your comfort zone a little bit. And these, again, same style, but I had to show you the black. This is probably one of my favorite pieces. You can rock it with some shorts, cut off denims if you want to do a skirt. Again, I'm seeing so many people that are probably going to Stagecoach, something like that with this outfit, but keep it classic. You can have your nice Western theme, or if you have it with a little flowy dress and make it a little more feminine, super fun. Get out your cowboy hats. It is the time to embrace your inner cowgirl. All right, now if you like that look, but you wanna be a little bit more casual, I actually have a pair from Beast Fashion that are super similar to these, and when I wore them, when I tell you, I've never gotten more compliments. Everyone was like, where did you get those? It was so fun. I felt awesome. And it's just one of those things that you save it for the mood, you save it for the look. This is that shoe that is gonna stay in your closet forever, as long as my sister doesn't steal it first. But the design, again, such detail. Super comfortable, so it's very, very soft on the inside. You're gonna feel great when you wear them. You're gonna be likely in a place where you're walking around a lot, so this is gonna hold up, keep that structure. And then again, the embroidery on the top, this baby blue, this pops so much to me. I think it's just such a beautiful color. Great for these summer months as it's getting warmer out there. And then if you do wanna keep kind of that classic, truly Western feel, you can have the option with the black and the brown. Black and brown together, I've always been a fan of. I think it's really fun. And again, just having something that's still on style with the Western theme as we're seeing it expand more and more, but you have your own uniqueness. You have a pair that no one else has. And I think that's what we're all really searching for, having our style make us feel like us and confident, being on trend, but also keeping your own individuality. And Beast Fashion does such a great job of making you feel like no one else is gonna have exactly what you have. All right, now we're going to these. And again, giving you a different feel. If you do love that classic cowboy, but you want it a little bit more toned down, these stars are so cute. You gotta have your classic star design when you think of a Western feel. So Beast Fashion was like, we are not missing this opportunity for our customers. We know what they love, and this, guys, is perfect. So it actually has kind of a cutout design. You can see close up. I can actually put my finger in it, which is really cool because it gives it this like 3D effect. You have your classic top of the shoe right here. Just really fun. Again, this color is really great. If you want to keep it a little more toned down, but still have that pop and that flare of your traditional boot. But this red right here, you guys, I'm all about going bold. Beast Fashion is all about that confidence. This right here is insane. I'm picturing it with maybe like a white dress, 4th of July, some cutoff denim, maybe like a black vest. I think it's just super, super fun. You could have the fringe outfit and pair it with these if you really want to dive in to that Western theme. And I love these, and I can see why they sell out so quickly, because they're just super fun. Why not? Embrace your inner design. And these shoes, which are super unique, I feel like I've never actually seen ones like this. They're a little bit of a see-through material, and it's just so unique. They're bold, they're modern, and they're actually really breathable because you're gonna have all these holes. So that is something that we wanna think about, the practicability of what you're wearing as well. So if you are going to a place like Stagecoach and you're gonna be out in the sun all day, you're probably gonna want something that is a little bit more airy. So not only are you getting the incredible fashion, but you're comfortable. You're not gonna be super sweaty in these, which we love. This is just perfect for making that statement, and it's fun to compare it to the other styles with a little bit more of a pointed toe too. So I do wanna point out the difference of the boots we saw before. You can see how the toes are gonna be a little different shape. Again, just giving you more room to play and trying something different. All right, now we're gonna go to this one that's gonna have that same more boot heel, and then you're gonna have just a little bit above the ankle, but these are stealing the show. The gold and the black. You've got your gold stars, you have the zipper on the side, which makes for easy throw on. Functionality is there, and especially if you are that girl on the go, likely you're moving pretty quick, so you want something that you don't have to worry about. Is this gonna take forever? And all of the shoes that we've seen, honestly, are really easy to put on and off. And when it comes to style and shoes, if I hate the pair of shoes where I have to sit there and it's gonna take me 5 minutes for each shoe. I want it to be easy and I wanna look great. And that's exactly what Beast Fashion is doing. So got the zipper on the side. You can just throw your foot in there as well if you wanted to. And I just love the different textures. You have the different shades of the design on the front. And it's just really fun, really playful, definitely one of my favorites. And then last but not least, this is actually one of Beast Fashion's bestseller. And I would probably have guessed that because this metallic toe, we'll start with this one right here, which again is really embracing that whole metallic feel. It is coming back super hot in fashion right now. And I just love the boldness of it. It's playful. This is one of those pieces that it doesn't matter how old you are. It can range from all different ages. It's all about the confidence to rock it and feel good. So I love you're gonna have this metal toe right here, which really gives us that classic Western feel with this toe. You're gonna have the zipper on the side. And then again, just a really nice classic metallic. It's not too loud at all. There's obviously no pattern other than just the fine detailing in the stitching. But because it has that metallic feel, it's already gonna be bold enough for you and you don't need anything else. Now this one, love that classic white boot. This is gonna go with everything. So cute, same design as before, and the metal toe sticks out that much more because of the white. Be checking Fashion Go if you do wanna see more colorways. All of these styles are so unique, so fun, really nothing that I've ever seen before, and that's constantly, as a fashionista, what I'm looking for, and I know you guys are too. So make sure you are checking out Beast Fashion. Show some love and treat yourself. It is time to have fun and be a little playful this summer. All right guys, that's it. Thank you for watching.